Story: Voices in the Walls. This happened when I was 12. My family moved into an old countryside house that once belonged to my grandmother. My parents bought it to save money instead of renting in the city. Everything was fine for the first couple of months, but then I started hearing voices. At first, I thought it was the TV or radio, but soon I realized the sounds were coming from inside the walls. Whispering, muffled, like someone talking through layers of brick. My parents didn't believe me and said I had an overactive imagination. One night, I heard something different. Someone was calling my name. The voice was familiar, but off, like a distorted version of a family member speaking. I froze in fear. Then I heard a whisper right behind the wall next to my bed. "We know you can hear us." I screamed. My parents rushed in, but of course, they heard nothing. The next day, my dad decided to check the wall where I heard the sounds, just to calm me down. Behind the wall, there was a narrow passage leading to a small hidden room. Inside, an old mattress, empty cans, and a child's doll with no eyes. Someone had been living there. Maybe they still were. After that, we sold the house. My parents never admitted there was something strange, but I know someone was inside those walls. Comments: at Creepy Vibes. This is the creepiest thing I've read. Did you check if there was an exit? Author: yeah, but there wasn't. The only way in or out was through our living room. At Night Watcher. Did you call the police? Author: no, my parents didn't want to deal with it. They just sold the house quickly. At Phantom Echo. The scariest part is the voice. Like something was trying to mimic your family. Author: that's what scared me the most. It knew my name. Story: The House Without Windows. Author: when I was a teenager, my friends and I loved exploring abandoned places. One day, we found an old, crumbling house on the edge of our town. It looked strange, tall, narrow, with no windows. Just a single wooden door. We decided to go in. Inside, it was dark and damp, the air thick with the scent of mold. The walls were covered in strange markings, like scratches. It seemed like someone had tried to carve words into the surface, but they were too worn to read. As we moved further inside, the door suddenly slammed shut behind us. We rushed back, but it wouldn't open. Then, we heard a rustling sound, as if something was moving in the dark. We turned our flashlights toward the sound and saw a figure in the far corner. A person, or what was left of one. Their skin was pale, their eyes black as voids. They took a step toward us. In a panic, we banged on the door, screaming. And then, just as suddenly as it had closed, the door swung open. We ran out and didn't stop until we reached home. The next day, we went back, but the house was gone. Just an empty field, overgrown with grass. We searched again and again, but never found it. Comments: at Nightmare Hunter. What? How do you lose an entire house? Author: I don't know. We went back in the morning, but there was just an open field. At Ghost Seeker. Maybe it was a time slip or a ghost trap. Author: I have no idea, but I still hear that rustling sound when I fall asleep. At Darkness Within. The scariest part is the person inside. Did they know you? Author: they looked right at us, like they were waiting.